Let's start playing some chess. I'm very new to chess, starting February of this year. So you can see this is my rating. I have made lots of accounts on chess.com, and each time the rating dipped below 1,000. It was just like, yeah, I'm gonna like delete the account. Actually, once I started an account and like on 1,200, like I think that's a default starting position, and basically what I did was someone just auto resigned because their internet connection dropped, and my rating skyrocketed to like 1,400. And then another game, the game was aborted for some reason, and then I went to 1,700, and then I played a 1,700, and then I blundered a pawn, and I lost a game, and then I lost a few more games, and my rating got to like 11 something, so I just deleted the account. So this account I've kind of kept since the beginning of playing chess. I've just not really used it that much. So I think I'm better than 665. Um, because like yesterday I did win 10 games in a row. Oh no, 11 games in a row. So I'm probably a couple hundred points higher, maybe a few hundred points higher. But you know what? Nonetheless, let's play. Enough waffle. D4. A lovely, charming opening. D5. And I'm playing the accelerated London system. Gonna see what my opponent plays. Okay, I'm gonna double defend that pawn because I've got that, and I've also got this as well. So it's all defended, right? It's all well defended. Now let's see what Jacko Boulette does. Boulette? I don't know. Blue T? Yeah. Well, I just read it completely wrong. Anyhow, I'm waiting for my opponent to move their piece. Or one of their pieces, rather. Now I'm going to remove the bishop out of jail, or should I develop the knight? You know what, I'll develop the knight first, then I'll free the bishop from jail. And then we'll review this game after when I'm done. I think, yeah, we'll review the game. So push the pawn forward. That's fine. I just want to now develop. Yeah, I don't particularly want to trade my bishop at the minute. Alright, took the horse. Let's take the bishop back. Queen comes out. Wants to throttle me. Just short castles. Keep the king out of the way. And now let's. And I kind of want to undouble my pawns, but then I'm just going to end up doubling it again, aren't I? Because if this, no, not that. If that, then that, then that. No, no, not that. Then that, and my pawns remain doubled. So it's not exactly ideal. Okay, going straight for the weak pawn. Yeah, well, that's a pretty sensible decision. Going to defend that, being very careful not to move it there, because then bishop takes, and then the game is more or less over at that point. Now, I want to punish the queen, but my bishop's kind of stuck. You know what? I want to trade bishops. Is that bishop? That bishop's not really doing much at the moment, but it also doesn't allow me to do much, and I can still maintain the defense of the pawn after taking the bishop. So let's see what happens there. Let's see if they want to trade or if they don't want to trade. Ooh, I kind of want to get that knight away. Like, I don't want that knight to be there, because then I can do something like this, and then this, forking this, and this. So that would be refreshing. Okay, my opponent doesn't want to take, that's fine. We'll just take the bishop. And now what I would like to do is, I think, yeah, I don't like this double pawn. I kind of want to get rid of it, but I want to do it in a way such that I'm not jeopardizing myself. I don't think that causes any harm. I just kind of want to target that pawn there and threaten to win that one too. But then obviously you've got ideas of the rook as well. Okay, he's just straight going for my queen. Ooh, here I need to be careful. Let's see, does he have a fork? So if I move there, he's got... No, if I move there, he's got this. So I go there, he does that. I don't know, I think I'm okay. That knight is strong, and I just want to get rid of it somehow or the other. The only way to really do that is to get rid of the pawn and then do something with the knight. Yeah, I just need to really get that knight undefended. Computer's making a lot of noise. It's doing that because it's charging, that's why. I suppose I didn't consider that. Yeah, I mean, it'll deflect the knight, I guess. Yeah, it'll deflect the knight. And the knight's gonna take, but now at least I can take the pawn with check and win back some material. Do you know what I mean? So that's fine. They can take. If they don't, I'll just take their rook. Or if they maintain the threat there, then they're just a douchebag. uh, let's see what my opponent does. Okay, they took, which is nice because, well, it's not exactly nice. But I can win this back and some material as well, so it's not the end of the world. Now I can just take the knight because the knight's more or less free. They can win my pawn back. That was dumb. That was a dumb idea. For my opponent. Well, the king's safe now for my opponent, which isn't great for us. But that's fine because I'm gonna go over here. Why isn't my opponent taking the free pawn? It's literally right there. Okay, there you go. Right, everything's more or less safe now. Let's just guard this pawn. I know I'm not guarding the other pawn in return, but that's okay. I should have just taken the free pawn and threatened to win another pawn as well. But as of right now, we are up for material, so that's not a bad thing. I've got this nice pawn chain, so it's very, yeah, I've got this nice pawn chain, so it's very difficult for the queen to do anything too exotic. Okay, I can sort of see what they're trying to do right now. Um, yeah, that's interesting. It's fine though, it's fine. They're gonna try and win my rook now. In which case I'll just stuff all the rooks at the back. Uh, try to see if they've got any forks. If they don't have any forks, I'll just take I'll take the goodie, and then we can trade queens. And I think that's not too bad. But let me just first see if they've got any forks. So they've got that, but then I can just take back. They have this. Yeah, it's going to be quite difficult to do anything, so I'm just going to take the pawn. And then if they move the knight, which they can't, and then, yeah, I'm up 2 points of material, I think. Yeah, I know, up 2 points in material. And, like, it's not a very hard winning endgame for me. Like, genuinely should be okay. I think. Okay, so that knight sacrifice, it wasn't really a sacrifice because I just won back material. And I got an extra pawn as well, which was nice. So, and then I won a pawn just now as well, so that's an extra 2 points of material. Well, not 2 points of material, sorry. Yeah, 2 points of material. Yeah. So now my opponent's got 4 minutes, 58 seconds, 57 left on the clock, and I think they're deciding what move they should do. I already know what my intention is. I think I want to take the knight that's on c2, the queen, so something like this, and then no, not yet, not yet, and then something like that, and then that. Yeah, a nice little trade, nice little trade. So just to confirm, that, that, no, sorry, that, 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 and we're down to an endgame where I've got a piece. I don't know what else my opponent could potentially do. I think no matter what, I can pretty much win that night, or I could be wrong, you know, because I did say that there weren't any forks for my opponent. So let's see what happens. They can't look. You know what I don't like when opponents just like sort of run away and then they don't. Yeah, opponents like running away and then it's ridiculous, isn't it? Really, when they think they can just run away like that and abandon the game, and that's just preposterous, isn't it? Okay, they resigned, so they didn't run off. They just decided what they could do. They realised I won the night and they resigned. Cool. Let's actually, you know what? I know aborting isn't right. Let's analyze the last game. Where's stats at? Stats, where are you, stats? There you are. Block stud wants to be friends. Sure, why not? Let's see. Rapid. This is a game that I played just now. Let's see how I did. Did I make any great moves? Oh, 83 accuracy, and I did make a great move, and I made no blunders either. So that was a great move. Right, let's go through the game right at the beginning. So there we go. I went with d4, and I played the London system. As you can see, I've won with this 54% of the time. Next key move. So that was an accuracy, and I could have threatened winning material. So let's see if I can find that. Right, it said there was a better way to threaten winning material. Just something like this. Yeah, because then I could have gone for that fork, like that fork there. Like, yeah, like that. And now I made a mistake. I overlooked a better way to threaten winning material. Let's see what I did wrong. Um, hmm. Yeah, again, I think it was that same fork. I think. Oh no, it wasn't. It was more of an inaccuracy, wasn't it? Um, hmm. Now at this point, I'm just going for random moves. Yeah, no, of course that would cause a lot of trouble. Is it this? I doubt it. Oh, silly me! I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. It's that, isn't it? Well, that's not the best move. The best move would have been the queen there, because then I could win that pawn there. Okay, next. There was only one good move, and I found it. Well, yeah, because when I was here, it's like, okay, they moved there. They could have very easily blocked with a knight, couldn't have they? And then if they blocked with a knight here, I wouldn't be able to take. If they block the check So I was there. I know they couldn't have blocked the check with a knight. I'm not too sure what wouldn't be. I think, what would have been the best move for them? That's a good question. Oh yeah, they could have brought this knight back, and then I could have won that pawn, and that was literally all they could have done. I could have just won that pawn, and that was it. Ooh, the game may have continued like this. I like this feature actually. It's pretty nice, isn't it? Okay, let's do one more game, and then we'll see how I go this one. So there you go. I'm going with, let's not do London this time. Let's do something stupid. I don't know, Reti opening. That's not stupid by any means, but it's just like not one that I ever use. It's just as it's literally the exact same thing if I did d4 and then f3. Like it's literally the same thing. And now this is the London system. I went with the Reti opening, and then I went back to the London system because that is my favourite method of play for white. And now my opponent decides to do this. I do this, and I think I'm going to go there if my opponent decides not to take. But they probably will, in which case later on it might lead to a situation where I have to castle queenside. Actually, no, it won't because I can just take it my queen. That'll be convenient. So it's just like if that happens, I'll pre-move that. Oh wait, it's too late now. You know what? Even better. Now if they take the knights. So much pinning. I like that. It's good that my opponent's putting some pressure on me. Now obviously I can't move this guy or I'll lose my queen. I can't move a knight, or I will lose my queen. It's a massive blunder. But, on the other hand, there are other things that I could do, I think. Right, let's try. I want to trade off this knight. That's always convenient. Oh, no. What? I did just say that I'm going to blunder a queen if I do that. And there I go. I end up doing it. So let's move the queen out of the way and then go with that game plan. Unless they decide to take, which maybe is the best move. I wouldn't know for sure. Right. So let's go here. Now I'm hitting the bishop, and I'm also hitting the knight. So it's a knight and the bishop. I wonder what my opponent's going to do. Either case, I double their pawns. It's great. I wonder. I wonder what they're going to respond with because like I like the London system because it's just so nice for the player who's playing it. It's just like facing it's pretty difficult because if I flip the ball around, how do I do that? Oh, there you go, it's a little button there. Like, I don't know what I would play personally. I guess I don't like. I'm sat in this position here. So okay, what do I do? Move my knight there and hit the bishop like that? No, that's not how knights move. It's like this. Yeah, like that. Like I just don't see how it work. You know? Okay. Um, I'm gonna take. Am I gonna take it the knight? Yeah, I'll take it the knight. Why not? Ooh. Now I can't do that knight trick, the one that I wanted to do, like the one that I really wanted to do. Because, I don't know, is it worth it? I'm thinking maybe if I sack this bishop, or wait, no, if I sack the bishop, no, that won't work. Um, nah, that won't work because of that annoying pawn. I mean, it's nice that they're doubles, but it's not nice for us right now, I guess. I think. Um, I mean, I could kick the horsey out. I'm aware I'm weakening my king side as well, but it's just nice to. Well, I suppose either the bishop's got to move back, or yeah, yeah, it's got to move back. Can I trap the bishop, and is it worth weakening my king over? Perhaps, perhaps. Let me have a look. So if I go here, and then they take, and then I take back. Well, I guess they've got. Hmm. Oh, that weakens their king somehow in return, so it's all good. So we'll do that. And okay, that bishop is it's not exactly trapped, but okay, yeah, like I said, we weaken their king as well, I think. Yeah, somewhat weakened. Not as weak as I'd like it to be, but it's somewhat weakened. And I've got some position deficiencies here as well. It's just like, okay, they're gonna have to move their knight out of the way now. Oh, what would have been even more savage if I did something like this. Yeah, that would have been even more savage. Like if I had just done that. Yeah, now they're hitting my. Yeah, you see, that's the problem here. That is the problem. Um. Hmm. Okay, if they take, I'm just gonna pre-move it. Always good to save time, I suppose. I guess that would just inadvertently double my pawns. 7 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. And we are 20 minutes and 45 seconds into the stream. Okay, just like a pretty fair trade of pawns, I'd say. Okay, now I'm going to go for my trick, because that double pawn's gone. But this will only work if the knight doesn't take here. If it does, then I'm going to have to change up my game plan a little bit. And after this, I'm going to analyse the game, obviously, as usual. Whether I lose or whether I win, it's just like... life's a learning curve, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Now, I wonder if my opponent's smart enough to see what I'm trying to do here. Because, okay, they weren't. That's good. Okay, now I'm threatening to win material. Yeah, I'm threatening to win material now. Because this, no, I don't want to move. How do I do that thing? Yeah. This is protected, so the knight's protected. And also, the knight hits. What's more advantageous for me? Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's fine. Now, well, I'm gonna lose a knight anyway, so I might as well lose it in a way in which I just take material. So I'm just gonna take that. And now, yes, perfect. My opponent's gone back. That's just what I like to see. Now I'm over pawn, which is always useful in these types of situations. Now I just wonder what my opponent's gonna do. I do have a weak king. My opponent's king isn't very strong, but mine's definitely, I would say, slightly weaker. Simply because my opponent's got more pieces around it. Well, it's got a knight and two pawns. The idea is to win that, isn't it? Are they going to win that pawn back no matter what I do now? If they do, that'd be unfortunate. And I need to see a way in which I can win or threaten to win material. Yeah, there's no way I can really defend that pawn now, because the bishop's there. Okay. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is, I don't want to get into panic mode now. Ooh. Hmm. Have I got any checks? Let me see. Oh wait. Yeah, that pawn's going regardless of what I do, really. I'm just trying to think, is there a way for me to savor any of this? I mean, yeah, I can't really do much about it. I think I've just got to come to terms with that now. Like, no matter what I do. I don't want the knight to come in though. I've got like this knight phobia. I'm quite scared of them. Now, that knight here is very, very, very strong. And I need to get rid of it as soon as I possibly can. Now the material balance is even. Oh yes, 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 I've got a check. Yes, I have a check. I can take the knight. I think. Oh wait, no, but no, I can still win material. I can still win material back. Their best bet is to defend with the queen now. So like, what they're better off doing is, oh, they don't do that, so that's nice. For me, I just take the knight, and now I'm up a whole piece, which is refreshing. Really, it's really nice to be up an entire piece of material. It really helps. It genuinely does. Okay, I live with check now, and I'm more than happy to do a queen trade. I think because I've got a massive lead in material. Well, not a massive lead in material, but enough in sort of an endgame situation. I think. Oh wait, well, I've got an extra rook, so it's fine. Like I've got two rooks. I am more than happy to do this trade. Why? Because then it's just a bishop versus a rook and pawns, and the bishop can't do anything about the light squares because it's a dark square bishop. So let's say if they accept my trade first. I don't think they really accept trades like this at high levels. It's just something that's done, um, perhaps maybe at the lower levels. Okay, go to the light square over there now and put my opponent in check. And then once I put them in check, I can just pick up this pawn. They can take that pawn over here, like it doesn't really bother me at all. Okay, and they've taken that pawn. I can just no, they're not going to let me take the bishop that easily. I don't think. Ooh, gotta be careful of this pawn here. Like, I mean, even if it does promote, I can just take. It's not an issue because my king's literally right there. Yeah, I think. Hmm. Yeah, let's just kick the bishop out. It will just move further along the diagonal. Like, what else can it do? While always maintaining. Hmm. Not necessarily, actually. Because if I kick this bishop off the diagonal, which okay, now that pawn's pinned. I haven't got any pins. If this pawn wasn't there, then this bishop could just come in, and then I'd be pinned to my king. I'd lose the bishop. I'd lose the rook, and the game would be over. I think it's safe to pre-move here. Yeah, it is. And now let's see what my opponent does. Like, I don't really want to pre-move anything at the minute. But I do want to see what my opponent does. Because then, if I can see what my opponent does, I'll be okay. Come on, opponent. Okay, my opponent's moved. Which free pawn should I take? I'll take that one. And now I can work on promoting. Yes, fine, take it. I mean, it's not like I'll just take that. They're gonna take my last pawn now. Or the last pawn they can take. And now it's just a case of teasing my opponent. Get that on the light squares and promote it. Okay, now I just continue to push this pawn. It cannot be attacked. Or my opponent will try their best to attack it. But there's not really a lot they can do at this point. If anything, really. Okay, let's get this onto a light square. Just so there are no checkmates. I know there's very little material, but yeah, no, they can't checkmate me with that little material. Why would you bother threatening it when you know I can just push it? Okay, I'm literally 2 steps away from promoting now. This will pressure my opponent to remove their goodies. Yeah, they're going to threaten my bishop. I'll just move it out of the way and then continue to promote, I think. Okay. No bishop. No threats. Now, the only thing I need to worry about now is stalemate, but I think I'm okay at the minute because I've got, like... Yeah, there's literally nothing to worry about now. Like, the next move is queen. And now, I like it. Promotion to check. That's always refreshing, isn't it? Now, do I want to make a third queen, or should I just try and ladder mate? Okay, no stalemates, that's okay. Yeah, we'll do that. I know I'm not doing it the most efficient way. Like, I'd rather win by checkmate than win on time, in all honesty, because that would mean a bit more to me. Yeah, we're just really boxing the king into a corner now. Yeah, we're just boxing the king into a little corner. And delivering mate as soon as I can. And I'd rather deliver mate. Well, I just, you know what, at this point, it's worrying me though that I could stalemate potentially. But no, it's fine. It's literally checkmate in the next move. There you go, pre-moving into a mate. Done. Now I want to see, I made 2 blunders. I want to see what went wrong there. You played in the game featuring a Reti opening. Indeed, it's knight f3. And that's the first move into an accelerated London system. Okay, I didn't make any blunders at all. Like, my opponent made 1 blunder, but I didn't. And I have an 89.3% accuracy. And I made a great move, which obviously enabled me to take my knight. Okay, that was pretty good, actually. Okay, I did make a couple of mistakes. I don't want the video to be too long, so... Yeah, and the reason why we moved back is so the knight can't take it. So it's still left with a threat. That was a mistake, apparently. But why? I thought that allowed me to win material. Okay. Knight c3 was best. Okay. I actually don't know why. And that was my great move, which allowed me to fork the knight. Yeah, I definitely want to see why that was a mistake, what I did. Because, hmm, maybe, I don't know this for sure, but maybe Stockfish thinks that it's like, okay, maybe the material exchange was more, like, I would have gotten more material with like a rook, maybe. Like, it would have been, like, say, 6 points versus 5. I think that's what it was on about. But as a human, playing another human, both of us not very high rated, I think it does work out. I think it definitely does work out. Like, genuinely, because by doing that, well, you intimidate your opponent more. At this level, I guess when it gets higher, like once I start becoming, hopefully one day, like 1600-ish, then it will be nice to, I guess, know more or know better. But I should definitely do it for good practice now. And the better I play, the better I'll become. So I guess no, not I guess. I know I was wrong in doing that move, but obviously, like, I definitely need to look at material balance as well as something being significant. Anyway, I think that's the end of video today. Yeah, genuinely, like, please do continue following me. Like, I'm on a journey to becoming better. I started chess at the age of 22. I'm still 22. It's fun. I like the community. It's nice. You know, it's a nice thing to do after a long day at university. You know, just to come back home, and just play some chess instead of going out. 'Cause I'm not really the kind of guy that likes going out and partying and stuff. I do like socializing, but I'm more into like just playing chess or like going to the gym or like going climbing, just doing something more like interesting and just things that you know are like more fruitful, more enjoyable than, in my opinion, going out and getting drunk. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. Please do like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And follow me for more chess content and watch me progress in my journey to becoming better at chess. See you in a bit.